thinking about making a move to the Minneapolis area, here are 6 tips to make it that much easier when you do. All right, guys, we are going to get right into this. No time is going to be wasted. So tip number 1, if you're thinking of making a move to the Minneapolis area, is going to be contacting me, all right? There is no better time to contact me than right away when you're thinking about making a move, all right? You can't be too early. If you're a year out, if you're 2 years out, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk, all right? Because then we're gonna be able to start to talk about the market, where it is now, where it could be going, start talking about interest rates, put together a specific game plan for you. You maybe connect you with a local lender to get you kind of figuring out financing, create a home search for you, talk about what type of homes you're looking for, why you're thinking of making the move here. If it's the right even option for you guys, you can ask me one-on-one questions to make sure that this is the correct move for you. I'm not gonna pressure you into making a move here just to get a sale. I want to make sure that you guys actually understand what you're getting into. So reach out to me early on in the process so we can have that conversation and make sure it's the right fit. So that's going to be step number 1, is contacting me. You can reach out to me anytime, anywhere, be available as much as I can. My number, email will be down below, so please reach out. That'll be step number 1. Tip number 2 is going to be understanding your lifestyle needs, all right? So what do you like to do? Where do you want to live, all right? Have you thought about that? Are you going to want to be more a person that is, in the downtown area? Or are you going to want to be more in the suburbs or potentially even the rural areas of Minneapolis and metro area? Because all of those areas are going to be different and all of those vibes are going to be different, all right? Are you wanting a commute, long commute, short commute? Where are you going to be working if you are going to be working here? Is this going to be a second home for you? Are you going to be renting the home? All of those things factor into where you should consider moving within the metro area. Another thing is, what do you like to do? Are you more of a, hey, I like to just walk around and go to local coffee shops, restaurants, breweries, those types of things? Or do you like, a bunch of trails to run on or hike? Or, are you a big golfer? Do you want to have a lot of golf course options? Do you like to be on the lake and be close to lakes that you can actually get a boat on and, go boating? Those are types of things that you should think of as well. Another thing is public transportation. Are you going to have your own vehicle, or are you going to require public transportation? Minnesota is just not the greatest state for public transportation. We have some options, but not as vast as other states and cities. So, that is something to consider too. So starting to have those things about, okay, where am I going to be living? Where do I want to live? How far am I going to be away from work if I am working? What are some of the things that I like to do? Because all of those things are going to be very helpful when we discuss to kind of figure out, okay, what are some areas that might make sense for you when you do make a move here. Tip number 3 is going to be setting up your custom home search designed specifically for you, all right? Once we understand kind of your lifestyle needs, what you're looking for, and kind of narrow down a few different suburbs or cities, then we're going to discuss actually the house that you want. Do you want a single family house or a townhome? How many bedrooms, bathrooms, garage stalls, minimum year build, square feet, those types of things, all right? We're going to design and build a custom home search for you that's going to be set up and sent to your emails every single time that a new home hits the market. The other thing that I love to set my clients up with is an app. This app is way better than Zillow, way better than Realtor.com, because the data on it stays way more up to date. You can create your own custom searches as well. It's on your phone, and we all know that people, myself included, generally window shop for homes and spend more time on our phones and our emails. So I send you this app. This gives you the direct basically access to the system I use to set up your custom search, and you're able to look on there as well. Usually that app also has, catches homes a lot faster than Zillow and Realtor.com. So when you're looking at homes that are going to be on the market, this app is going to give you the first look over Zillow and Realtor and give you a slight competitive advantage to the rest of the market if they are using that app. Super helpful resource. You can then send me homes that kind of spark your interest. I can let you know if there's any red flags on my side that I'm seeing that you should know about prior to potentially, looking into it further. Quick break here and interruption of the video. If you guys find this helpful, I would really appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel. It just helps me make sure that what I'm producing and putting out there is actually valuable. If you have any other specific questions too about moving to living in the Minneapolis metro area, leave a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Am I right? Am I wrong? What other questions do you have? I'm super open to feedback, and I just want to make sure that what I put out is continuing to be valuable to you guys. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Send me a message if you want. Would love to connect with you guys any way that I can. So back to the video now when we go into step number 4. Step number 4 in our process here, or tips to make it easy, is going to be touring homes. Once we've understood your lifestyle needs, then we're going to create a custom home search. You like the home, there's no red flags, then we're going to tour the actual home. Maybe you're coming into town for vacation. Maybe you're coming into town to look at a bunch of homes. Maybe you're coming into town, for work, whatever the case may be. That's obviously the best route if possible. That's obviously really nice to get you guys here to look through, the different areas, go through the homes together, look at all of the home, make sure that there's nothing serious going on, talk about the pricing, talk about the home, talk about the seller's preferred close date, what you guys are looking to do. All of that is fantastic. If you're not able to make it though, I've done this with a lot of other clients as well. I can FaceTime you if you're available, go through the home, point out, hey, I'm gonna pump you up. Obviously, yes, if you have a nice kitchen, but my job as the agent on the inside of a home, I look at it as, looking for the red flags. I tour hundreds of homes on a monthly basis, and I wanna make sure that, hey, yep, I see this a lot, or no, I do not see that a lot. That is definitely a red flag. So obviously I'm gonna pump you up and tell you about the pros that I like, but I'm gonna be way more focused on trying to find the cons and reasons for you to not buy that home when we're going through the home, whether in person or on video, all right? If you're not able to make a FaceTime, I can totally take a video on my phone, send it to you guys, give you guys my honest opinion, go through the outside of the home, go through the inside, check out the street view, your neighbors, give you a really good idea of what that kind of neighborhood and area is like, so that you can make a really good decision for your family if you're not able to be here in person, which again is totally fine. Now moving on to number 5 is going to be financing or cash. How are you going to be paying for the home, all right? Are you going to be using cash? Do you have liquid cash? Do you have access to a trust? What do you have access to if you are paying cash for home? If you're not paying cash, have you spoken to a lender, and have you spoken to a local lender, all right? That's super important. I know there's lenders all across the country that can get you a home and get you financing, but having a local lender specific to the Minneapolis metro area is going to be very helpful and give you a competitive advantage when making an offer, because they also know the market. They're able to know if this is actually a good deal, good pricing, give you better insight to make a better financial decision when buying that home in the area. If you're buying a home in Minnesota, why would you want to work with a lender in California that has no idea about the real estate market hyper locally compared to someone who lives and breathes in Minnesota? So you're going to want to get connected to some local lenders. I'm happy to make those introductions. I have great lenders that give great service, and I'm happy to make those connections so that you can be really ready and be able to make the most competitive offer possible when it comes time for you to actually submit an offer. Number 6 is going to be, after figuring out how you're paying for the home, actually making an offer on the home. All right, this is when the nitty-gritty comes down to it, and I really enjoy this part of the process, right? Is the home in multiple offers? Is it not? How do we make the best, most competitive offer that's a win for you guys, also a win for the sellers, but more a win for you guys if possible? But we also want to make sure that we're able to get the offer accepted and give you guys a chance, all right? You're going to have then your inspection, you're going to have your appraisal. When you get an offer accepted, you got to think about, hey, that's just a handshake with the seller saying, hey, yes, I'd like to buy your property, but I have a lot of outs here. I have my inspection period that gives me an opportunity to say, you know what, I don't like this home anymore. I'm gonna back out, right? When that seller accepts your offer, they are 100% now committed to you, all right? even if they get a $100,000 more than what you're offering, all cash, close in a day after they accept your offer, they can't back out. They are tied to you now, all right? So that's why it's super important to make a competitive offer, a good offer, a strong offer, just so that you can be the one who locks it down. And now you have the opportunity to decide fully, yes, I want to buy this home, or no, I do not, based on your inspection period. So we're going to talk about how to craft a really winning and strong offer, work towards closing if you do like the home during that inspection period, and basically manage the entire process then from offer to close once you find that home that you do enjoy and want to pursue buying. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Really hope this was helpful. Those were some of my tips to make it that much easier if you're thinking of making a move to the Minneapolis area. I would love to help you any way that I can. Reach out to me. My name, number, and email will be on the screen and down below in the comments and in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video.